Now it's time for Micro Sports. Here's Mike.
Sulang Randi. CNMI Sports Hall of Famer and former Northern Marianas Athletics head Dr. Kurt Barnes will be launching a book tomorrow titled Sports Legends of Micronesia, which you can guess by the title, chronicles the accomplishments of Micronesian athletes from the past half-century. 2 years in the making, Sports Legends of Micronesia is the result of Dr. Barnes' tireless work crisscrossing Micronesia and either interviewing the legends themselves or relatives of those who had already passed. Now, a book of this magnitude definitely deserves a closer look, so I contacted Dr. Barnes directly, and he kindly agreed to do an interview which we will feature on an upcoming episode of Micro Sports very, very soon. In an appeal to save Olympic wrestling, delegates from approximately 110 wrestling federations from around the world met in Moscow, Russia to attend the Extraordinary FILA Congress. Representatives from all of the continents were on hand, including Belau Wrestling Federation President, Mr. Joe Chilton, and President for the Oceania Continent, Mr. Tarkong Jr., to review and determine the work needed to essentially reverse the International Olympic Committee's February decision to exclude wrestling from the 2020 Olympic Games and beyond. Acting FILA President Nenad Lalovic oversaw a number of amendments to the FILA Constitution for the betterment of wrestling, which included making the sport more attractive, competitive, and fair. One of the key reasons why wrestling, one of the founding Olympic sports, was even ousted to begin with, centered around FILA's inability to modernize the game. Among the wide variety of revisions FILA is considering, including shortening the competition from 3 2-minute matches to 2 3-minute matches, to possibly changing the overall look of the game by doing away with the classic wrestling unitard, to reworking the overall presentation, if you will, of the matches, perhaps even borrowing a cue from the world of boxing and mixed martial arts to spice things up a bit. No word yet on whether or not that means we'll be singing ring girls in the future of wrestling, but I have a feeling those aren't the developments they're looking for, so we hope to check in with our Oceania representatives when they return from Moscow to find out the details of the Extraordinary Congress. And in local Palau sporting activities, the Palau Swimming Association is launching its summer Learn to Swim program at the Palau National Pool in Munes. This summer, give that important child in your life a gift that will last a lifetime, the gift of swimming. Now, it's going on from June 10th through the 28th, Monday through Friday, and a mandatory skills check will be on June 10th from 9 to 10 a.m. Classes start on June 11th. The cost to PSA members is $10 and non-members is $25. Scholarships are available for children who otherwise cannot participate. If you need more information, contact Tina Ashima at 488-6562 or 488-6307, or you can reach her on her cell at 779-8181. And you can also contact Judy Otto at 778-8346. And that's not all the Palau Swimming Association has in store for us. They are proud to present their 8th Palau Open Water Swim on Saturday, June 8th. There'll be a 250-meter, 500-meter, and 1,000-meter, in addition to a 3K and 5K event. You can see that the 5K challenge will take you around one of Palau's smallest rock islands. Very cool. For Palau residents, registration is only $20 for student athletes and $25 for adults. You must pre-register. Your event fees will include t-shirt, swim cap, brunch at PPR, and gala dinner at Palau National Museum. That's worth it within itself. Non-participants can participate in the dinner, which includes entertainment and museum tour, with a ticket purchase of $25. 12 years and older is only $15, and 6 to 11-year-olds are free. So if you need more information, just contact Maldasar at 778-5389. or Holly at 778-5549. This past weekend, an annual event that started 10 years ago with only a handful of Peace Corps volunteers has now grown to quite an event. We're talking about the Belau Marathon, which had a record turnout this year with lots of new faces and added attractions. So I decided to go down and see what it was all about myself. Here's a special report. Yes, things got started really early. This is the walk relay, which started at 5. The full marathoners got going even earlier, I believe at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, one place you don't ever want to end up in the back of is a cop car, but I was happy to catch a ride with our local boys in blue.
Wow, really?
Thanks to the officers for giving me a lift. And there's wifey chugging along. Now, a big part of the walk relay was they were wearing these pedometers, so you had to keep moving. The arms, legs, everything. And what would we do without our support? Those crossed the bridge in the morning, might remember that dog. And we had our little water stations offering some liquidation. There was even a delegation from Australia who got out bright and early just to cheer people on. How swell of them. And talking to some of the racers or marathoners, they said they definitely needed the support because crossing that finish line just seemed like a long ways away. But most people made it, and what a triumphant feeling, if not feeling of exhaustion. So we caught up with some of the race, or I should say marathon winners, and just a disclaimer, not everybody had it as
finished
easy.
first today, representing Cat Team 8401. Hoa, go Army.
Tell us what place you finished in the full marathon.
First place.
First place?
Yes.
Oh, man. Have you been training very hard for this?
Not really.
My name is Douglas. I ran half marathon and I got first place with a time of 1 hour 36 minutes.
How would you say this course is difficult, or?
It was a little easy.
A little easy?
Yeah.
It wasn't easy for everybody, Douglas. We had a lot of international participants as well from all over.
First time here. Yeah. I'm enjoying.
You gonna do it again?
Yeah. In Palau. Yeah. Because
Next full marathon.
next I try full marathon.
And maybe you finish number 1. Ichiban.
Ichiban.
I'm Jojo Labro, and I got the second place for the full marathon.
You say in the first half you wanted to quit? Why?
Yeah.
Who was that?
I have a cramps already.
Oh, the cramps were starting in?
Yeah.
And you had just started? Oh my gosh. So how were you able to make it?
Maybe only more.
Yeah. Okay, and it was nice to see a lot of Palauan faces in the marathon as well.
There are 6 teams from Marmon.
6 teams from Northern Marianas. Wow, okay. Okay, you guys have a group with the name and everything. Wow.
I'm Marley Rebelliman and I'm 13 years old.
13? Wow. Is this your first marathon?
Yes.
So how was the experience for you the first time?
It was pretty fun, but it was also really hard because of the hill coming up here. Oh man. Yeah.
It was pretty difficult, gotta say, because mostly it was more about the speedometer that you have on your arm, and so you gotta like kind of figure out the strategy, you know, to like to get that number up. So I had to figure that out. And running wasn't one of the strategies, unfortunately. That's why I kind of slowed down and tried to figure it out. But fortunately, I made it through.
It went great. I kind of lost a little bit of fuel towards the end, and my feet really started giving out on me. But I managed to make it across the finish line, and it was great. It was lots of fun. I think I'm pretty hooked on this marathon stuff now. Yeah, my dogs were barking, and I actually have a fractured toe, so that was kind of fun.
Tell us a little bit about, this is kind of like a new form of sports tourism. Do you think this is something viable for Palau, an actual new revenue stream?
Absolutely. Guam just finished its first international marathon. We were able to get over 1,000 off-island participants. I think we can do the same thing here in Palau. That's one reason why we donated tickets to the event. So the fastest runner today will be receiving one round-trip ticket for any United Airlines inter-Asia destination. And we also will do a random raffle drawing for all participants in today's race.
Yes, this is our first time marathon, and yes, we have a group. Our group is called State Insanity. Palau is in the state of emergency and NCD, and hopefully this marathon will inspire everybody not to join marathon only, but just walking every day for the health of it. And hopefully Palau will be really a healthful environment with healthy people in Palau. Yeah. So I hope everybody can join, and just for the health of it.
We're excited. Everybody's happy. We're happy. And that's our campaign, Kotela de Oreng. It's what makes us happy and what makes us feel good. And so hopefully we've started something, and it'll build and get some momentum, and we'll just continue to promote things that are good for us, hopefully make us feel good, and just to be overall, make us happy. Yeah.
Yes, congratulations to everybody, and to you as well, Rondi. I'm impressed you made it all the way through with your speedometer.
It was my speedometer. Pedometer. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I loved it.
Sore?
And, absolutely. After that day, I was like, I'm never walking again. All right. Well, we got some.